They can issue sick leave as well, but 10 days. 10 days. Stomatologist 10 days, doctor assistant as well 10 days, but this assistant should have special license for issue sick leave. It is in such region when there isn't any doctor. Come in.
А мы там ждем.
А чего вы там ждете? Заходите. Так, и вот. Remember, да? Значит, что тут надо? Ну, let's revise. Primary or duplicate? Primary or duplicate when he lost or he made mistake. Name of establishment. No, it doesn't matter for you. Second polyclinic, third polyclinic, address, Киевская 5. Date of issue. Let's imagine two situations. In polyclinic and in hospital. Date of issue, if in polyclinic it is first visit. In hospital, day of discharge. It's first difference. No, do you remember? Capital letters, capital letters, you can write, say, Так, Иванов Иван Иванович, Радж. Date of birth, imagine, male. Next, cause, да? It is cause of disability. Turn off. Cause of 01, disease, 02, injury, etc. 05, maternity, 09, take care, etc. If you forgot, you can see code 01. Next, place of birth. Main secondary, what is it? For example, I can work here and in hospital, have staff in hospital. If I work at the hospital more than 2 years, I can take 2 sick leave and show here and on my secondary work. Date 1, date 2. If we direct to the sanatorium, date 1 is date attendance, 2nd discharge from sanatorium. And else, date 1, we write date of expected delivery for maternity leave. Так, не стремитесь, как сказать, you don't need fill in every box. You should choose what do you need. This line, if you issue for mother who take care for sick children, this is for pregnancy, this is if you direct the medical social examination. А вот, was in patient department, if your patient was in hospital from 1st until 10th, right? 1st December 2016 until 10th December 2016. And here, if he was in polyclinic, you should divide this period on 2-3 periods. From 1st until 4th, for example, and then extend from 5 to 10. And to work from next day, 11. Doesn't matter. It is 8 March or 1st January, holiday, weekend, you should write next day. If he was in hospital, in one line, 1st until 10th. For what we divide in polyclinic this period? Because we should check condition of patient. If he discharge him, if we issue sick leave for 10 days, and he recover in 3 days, we should revise. If we hospitalize him, we can write in one line, was in hospital here, and here was in hospital in one line. Why? To analyze morbidity with temporal disability. We remain it, yeah, in our special journal. Ну, еще что? What else I want to write? About pregnancy. Disability according pregnancy and delivery. You should remember data. What data number? How long? If physiological delivery, 17 plus 17, 140 together. If task, issue sick leave according pregnancy and delivery, in which term we issue? In 30 weeks of pregnancy, 30. We write here, date 1, data of expected delivery, for example, 1st February. Take calendar and or in brain 70 before, 70 after, and write here in one line. Obstetrics units, да, and chief of department, I mean, in one line. If what complication in delivery, 17 plus 17 plus 16 days. It's addition 16 plus 16. 156 together. If premature delivery, what is in 30 weeks of pregnancy. Delivery was in 28 weeks of pregnancy. We write here, delivery was 1st February, right, date 1, 1st February 2016, and issue 156 days. Premature delivery, you should remember this number. If multi-fetus, pregnancy, 84 plus 110, together 194 days, according to pregnancy and delivery. Так, теперь task такая задача. If woman, there is some task. Woman attend to the hospital to make artificial abortion. According to abortion, we issue sick leave for 3 days. But complication was like endometritis. Describe the feature of endometritis. And woman was in hospital else 15 days. Issue document. We should include day of abortion 3 plus 15 days for complication. Together 18 days. Так. She attend to the hospital for manipulation. Abortion is manipulation. Code will be 10. 10. Other state, poison, manipulation, and other. And then change it code. It was morbidity, да? Endometritis. 01. And data 1 is date of start of complication. Or another same. Was in hospital and free fever to start from next day. If mother take care for sick child. How long can we issue sick leave? It depends from age of children. If less than 7, so long, so needless, but not less, not more than 60 days. There is special list of sickness, not more than 90 days. Neurological sickness, pulmonological connection issue, connection tissue. If disabled child, not more than 110. If child from 10 until 15 years, 15 days with possibility prolonged with medical commission. With possibility. And if more than 15 years, and for adults, what, for example, task about old woman has broken legs, both legs, как сказать, forbidden from hospitalization, not forbidden, как сказать, отказался, refuse from hospitalization, and we should issue sick leave for her daughter or some another relative who will take care for her. How long can we issue sick leave in this case? 3 days for children, more than 15 days, and for adults, we can issue sick leave for 3 days. This possibility prolonged with medical commission until 7 days, not more than 7 days. No, so, no, and last about take care. We write here, Ivanov Ivan Ivanovich, or Ivanova Maria Ivановna, who will take care, mother names. Where you write children's names. Here, do you see 2 lines? First 2 boxes. How many years? 0, 1, 0, 2, 10, 12. Here, how many months? If less than 3, we should write years and months. 1 year, 2 months. 0, 1, 0, 2. Next. Relative connection. It is called 38 mother, 39 father, 40 guardian, 34 other. Other, for example, daughter, etc. Relative. And here, Ivanova Katya, 5 years, Ivanov Vova, 3 years. Поняли? Ну все, do you have question according to please? Вроде все. Direction to the medical social examination. Direction to the medical social examination is easy. Just answer the question. Direction to the medical social examination. No, just what, don't describe symptoms. Just diagnosis, for example, chronic hepatitis B was made, data treated, where complication, when and where treated. And then you should write underpaid treatment, insufficiency feature, presence. Insufficiency is made to issue invalidity. Of treatment. And plus, this certificate, it's easy. Just answer questions, name, age, work of place, place of death.
We don't have this one.
The most important points which checks with exam teacher. Cause of death. Это принтал.
What is that?
Excuse me, which one?
Which one?
My death certificate. Huh? Death certificate. Death certificate.
Да, death certificate. You should try correct.
Excuse me. Ma'am, excuse me. Tunis.
Cause of death.
What is that?
Death certificate.
Death certificate.
Vice versa, да? Usually we write main diagnosis, complication, when we write the piece, main complication, cause of death. Now, in death certificate, vice versa, cause of death, complication, and main diagnosis. For example, myocardial infarction, complication arrhythmia, and the cause of death acute cardiovascular insufficiency. A. Acute cardiovascular insufficiency. B. Arrhythmia. And C. Myocardial infarction. Is it clear? So, nothing hard. Смотрите, statistical coupon, disability card, OCP, direction to the death certificate, discharge card. Discharge card, easy as well. But you should calculate how long patient was in hospital. You should remember that first day and last day we calculate like one. For example, he was in hospital from 1st until 10th. How long he was in hospital? 9. 10 minus 1. So, and emergency card. Emergency card. Нет, будет, но it's easy. Emergency card. Just answer to question. Emergency card, for example, chicken pox, да? Diagnosis, chicken pox, approved by laboratory. No, chicken pox. Name, surname, age, address, obligatory place of work or study. Not only kindergarten number 61, but Kyievskaya fine, да? Because we should make quarantine there. And then date of disease, date of consultation, date of when we made the diagnosis, and if we hospitalized, date of hospitalization.
Can you please about coupon? Coupon. About coupon.
Can we take photographs?
You can make this and you can... ребята, our laboratory technique, you can give you on the flash, on your flash. This
We don't have flash now. We can take it.
Yes.
Mahmoud, I will explain you. Ой, нет, не Mahmoud. Что следующее? Значит, this now check question which you should revise. Obligatory stages of statistical research. Да? There are 4 stages. Next.
Stages of what?
Statistical research. By heart. You should know it by heart. Next. Relative values. There are 4 kinds: intensive, extensive, ratio, and presentation.
Intensive, extensive?
Ratio and presentation.
Extensive, intensive, ratio.
Intensive index show us frequency of counting. How calculate it? In numerator, phenomenon, in denominator, mean. And we should multiply by some index. For example, level of birth rate. how many birth children divided by number of population and multiplied by
1,000.
and with
Promiles.
per mile. If we multiply by 100,
Percentage.
if 10,000
Decimals.
and 100,000
Centimal.
in condition question expressed in percent, multiply by percent. If question calculate demographic indexes and morbidity indexes, should multiply by 1,000. If level of invalidity 10,000 and maternity death 100,000.
Morbidity 10,000.
Morbidity and demographic 1,000. Invalidity, just permanent invalidity in 10,000. So, for example, morbidity was sick 1,000, level number of population 10,000. 1,000 divided 10,000 multiplied by 1,000. Is it easy? It's intensive. The most indexes which you should calculate in the exam, intensive indexes, and usually numerator less than denominator. If you don't know what to do, make less divide by
more into 1,000.
right, into 1,000. And it's intensive. Extensive. Extensive, when we see into phenomenon and calculate part of phenomenon. For example, morbidity and how many percent morbidity is cardiovascular, gastrointestinal, and respiratory morbidity. And extensive indexes can be expressed only in percent. Therefore, if you see promiles and decimals, and the exam teacher asks you, what is intensive or extensive? Only intensive possible be in promiles, because extensive only in
Numerator.
percentage. Так, and remember, if you see something in percent, promiles, decimals, it is relative. If kilogram, centimeter, days, штук, it's average. Так. Intensive, extensive ratio if we have two undependent population, doctors and population, hospitals and population, number of beds and population. That, and we express it, for example, 25 doctors for 10,000 population. It's ratio. It's index of presentation if we compare. It is called else, index of comparison. If last year level of something, for example morbidity, we marked as 100, and next year calculate increase how many percent?
25%.
Two, for example, that 125%. It's index of presentation. We can compare last year or previous year and territorial region A with region B. Так, ну все. Теперь demographic indexes. Do you remember what is birth rate, what is death rate? Natural increase is difference between birth rate and death rate. Can be positive and negative. Then obligatory question about infant mortality and structure of infant mortality. Do you remember who is infant? It's child until 1 year. Правильно. What are the labor, delivery, 22 weeks of pregnancy, 1 year, 28 days,
And 7 days.
and 7. How calculate infant mortality?
From labor to 1 year.
Правильно. In numerator, in denominator,
Labor to 1 year.
1 year.
Alive.
Born alive.
The number of children born alive multiplied by 1000. Because infant mortality is demographic index. But in 19th century, German scientists rats invented formula, special formula. When we use 1/3 numerator same, in denominator 1/3 of children born alive previous year plus 2/3 children born alive this year. To express more exact infant mortality. Так, now structure of infant mortality. Neonatal death, it is death of newborn.
Until
Or
7
newborn.
Until 28.
28 days. Don't say 1 month. 28 days. How calculate? In numerator.
28 days.
Divide by
Number of children born.
multiplied by
Which born?
1000.
1000. Early neonatal.
Till 7.
7.
Who will die firstly? 7 days. Divide by
Till 1 year.
1 alive multiplied by 1000. And the most difficult for students, perinatal. We remember from histology, periorbital, perivascular, perioral, it's around something. Now it is around of delivery.
From 22 weeks
From
until 7 days.
Labor.
Yeah? What in conditional task will be how many stillborn, да? Who died from 22 weeks of pregnancy until labor? He was died. He was born, died, да? Dead. For example, 20. And first 7 days will die 10.
20 plus 10.
Born alive, 4,000. How calculate?
50 or
30.
Stillborn, 20 plus
10.
10 divided by
4,000.
20, because we should divide born alive and dead. Don't forget add in denominator stillborn.
Sorry, ma'am, just-
Еще раз прыгать, пожалуйста.
Perinatal mortality, it is number of children who died and died for 7 days, divided by number of children
Born alive.
and dead. And dead. Therefore, 20 plus 10 divided by 4,000
Plus 20.
multiplied by 1,000. Ну, вот это все.
20 plus 10. Divided on 1,000.
4020.
Plus
Connection?
Yes, ma'am.
Так. Ну, еще я хочу вам напомнить about reliability, statistics topic, reliability and correlation connection. Do you want? Reliability and correlation connection. What is reliability? For example, I make my experience in the small population. I take sample and estimate it. Sample is part of population. For example, I take now and estimate your morbidity. And for example, I estimated that 10% of students have chronic disease. Can I transfer my result to the general population?
Yes.
To the all foreign students? Can I say that all born students in 10% have chronic morbidity,
Yes, no?
chronic sickness.
Why not?
Can I know? And with which probability? But for this, I will use special statistics formula. X general is X sample plus minus Km. Now it is relative. For relative number, special formula. P sample plus minus Km. No, same but another. It's for average, it's for relative. P, we have T, we choose ourselves. It possible be 2 or 3 only. If we choose 2, probability or reliability will be 95.5. If we choose 3, reliability 99.7%. And M we calculate using special formula. M for P. P multiplied by Q divided by N and all root square. Formula will be on the table around you. Don't worry. P, it is this 10%. Q, its value addressed to P. How many we need? 8 to have 100. If P 50, how many Q?
50.
50. If P 20,
20.
Q?
80.
80. If 10, 90. And number of samples. No, for example, we calculated M and we got 2. Just substitute to the formula. P is 10 plus minus 2. We choose 2 because for the most cases enough 2. If we have very toxicity, pharmacy research, we choose 3. 2 multiplied by 2, да? We got agreement that we calculate M is 2. Так. This is 4, да? 10 minus 4 will be 6. 10 plus 4, 14. Our conclusion, with reliability 95.5%, that because we choose 2, we can say that morbidity foreign students will be range from 6 until 14%. Is it clear?
Ma'am,
Понятно?
how we got M by using that formula? M.
M,
And by using that
that formula.
And what is N in that formula? Will be
N,
given-
number of population in sample.
we will get
For
this
example,
one.
I estimated your sample. Now I take all of you, or how many? And make questionnaires. Да? How many students have chronic disease? I calculated it is 10%. Yeah. 10 multiplied by 90 divided by how many? For example, 30. Так. To calculate M for average, we should use another formula.
Yes,
Sigma divided by root square of N. Sigma is standard deviation, N number of population.
Sigma şimdi.
What is sigma again?
Sigma.
Sigma is standard deviation.
Standard.
It's degree of variability. Sigma will give you. Just substitute. No, let's try this X. For example, we waited newborn in hospital, in maternity hospital, and we got that average weight 3 kilograms. Да? can we say that all newborn will have mean mass 3 kilograms? Of course we can, but it isn't exact 3. It will be limits, confidence limits. What on confidence limits? We calculate M using special formula. No, for example, we got 2 as well, да? 2. Confidence limit will be our mean 3. We choose 2 and we got use formula 2. Так, ну так. That will be 1. 1. M will be 1. And with probability 95.5%, we can say that weight of newborn in whole region will be ranked from 1 until 5 kilograms. And we use it every day when we check hemoglobin, glucose of blood. Да? Its confidence limit 3.3 until 5.5. It means that somebody very clever, sometimes calculated mean it was 4.4 plus minus 1.1. Да? Or hemoglobin 130 until 150 means that sample was 140 plus minus 10. Понятно, да? And let's about reliability of differences. When we make research about influence of something on the population or trying of new remedy, we have 2 populations. On the one influence some risk factors or remedy. On the second one is control group. Know what task from first course? There are 2 groups. On the one influence X-ray. And we calculate level of mortality of thyroid in this group. It was 15%. In control group, without influence X-ray, it is 6. So, and given M calculated, somebody calculated, for example, it is 4, but here it is 3. We have condition, just substitute to the formula which will given on the table. You should calculate T. T is student coefficient. X1 minus X2 divided by root square. What is the over? Put plus 0. The substitute 15 minus 6 divided by root square of sum. 4 square plus 3 square. And you should estimate if you got 2 and more, difference statistically significant. If less, for example, 1.7, difference present, but isn't statistically significant. It can be by chance only. So, is it clear? No, and last one about correlation connection. Do you remember what is correlation connection? Correlation connection, it is connection between 2 values, weight, height, and weight. Да? If more height, more weight. More erythrocytes, more hemoglobin. Correlation connection can be direct and indirect. Direct, if one value increase, second increase as well. And indirect, one increase, level of insulin increase, level of sugar decrease. Any endocrinology situation. Let's now estimate connection between level of vaccination and level of infectious morbidity. There are 4 regions in which we made vaccination. In first region, how many people did we vaccinate?
1,000.
Не, percentage.
100%.
Хорошо, 100%. Second.
80%.
Third.
60%.
Mhm.
40%.
And when year finished, we estimate level of infectious morbidity. In first, how many?
Zero.
Zero. Ну, zero. Ну ладно, пусть будет zero.
20. 40%.
That's 20 as well.
Okay.
And here,
50.
let's see. Doesn't matter now. I just want to show you how to do it. First step, we should rank. We mark it as X and Y. What is rank? We take place from less until big. What is less?
40.
40. 40 is first place. Then
60 is second place.
on the second. 80,
Third.
100,
Fourth.
more. Same with Y. What is first place?
Zero.
0.
What is second?
20.
20 and 20. Some value should have second,
And second.
some three. But value same, we should sum the rest and divide by 2. 2 plus 3 divide by 2. 2.5. 2.5. And 4 because we used 3. Now we calculate D. D is difference between X and Y. We don't need else. 4 minus 1.
3.
3 minus
0.5.
1.5.
Minus 0.5. Minus 3.
Now this place.
9. 2.5.
Now here.
How come they अरे because square कर देना
Yeah, because it's something like a square.
18.5.
Now
18.5.
9 plus 9
18.5.
18.5.
And now substitute it to the formula which will given on the table. Rho is correlation connection is 1 minus 6 sum of this square. But it isn't sigma, it's 6, it's number. Divide by n in brackets n square minus 1.
So we'll be given this formula. This formula is given.
Да, will give. Let's substitute 6 multiplied by 18.5 and divided by n is number of comparison group. Раз, два, три.
The value of sigma will be given.
Это сигма. Сигма? Нет, я
А вот это
это сигма, это большая сигма, да. It's sum minus binary will be plus. What? Do you understand what is n? N is the number of population. Because we can vaccinate thousand, but number of comparison group, there are 4. 4 multiplied by 4 square minus 1. And now we should estimate result. For example, we got minus 0.5. Estimate direction. It's direct or indirect? Indirect. And according strength.
Average.
weak.
Нет, не weak. Не weak,
Average.
weak.
Average, man.
Weak from 0.1 until 0.29. Average or middle 0.3 until 0.69. And strong from 0.7 until 99. If we have 1, it's mathematic formula. S, for example, functional connection. S is 1 multiplied by B. Or this is 1. 1 impossible in our life. Can be only 0.99.
So this is which one?
Вот.
This is
Indirect
average.
is if we got 0.2,
Weak.
direct, weak. 0.9.
Positive and high. Strong.
Yeah. And we make conclusion between level of vaccination and level of infectious morbidity. Какая связь? Which connection? Indirect direct connection. Да? If more level of vaccination, less level of morbidity.
حليتها هيك؟ بالصيد